What most struck me about the report was it was remarkably honest. It was very forthright in its conclusions, and it didn't fake this kind of balance which most human rights organizations, even reputable ones, attempt between Israel and the United States. So just to take a couple of examples, it forthrightly stated that Israel targets intentionally children during these demonstrations. It targets reporters, it targets medical personnel. That's unusual. Allow me just two examples which you would be familiar with. So when there was the killings during Operation Protective Edge of the 4 children who were playing hide and seek.
This was back in 2014.
In 2014. Recently, The Intercept had an article on those 4 killings of the 4 kids, and had the story that they weren't really intentionally killed. It was an accident. It was a mistake. And same thing with the New York Times when it had the big story on Razan al-Najjar, which was quoted everywhere. The essence of the story was there was this Israeli sniper's bullet. It hit the ground, ricocheted, and then accidentally hit 3 Israeli medical personnel. It was a magic bullet because there was a huge crowd of people, but this magic bullet only hit 3 medical personnel. But this human rights report by the Human Rights Council, it's very straightforward. It says intentionally targets children, intentionally targets even disabled persons, and that to me was a credit to them, that there was no fake balance. If you look at the proportions, when it looks at the damages done to the people of Gaza, they devote 10 full pages. And then there's a section called Impact on Israel. It's 3 paragraphs. And that's exactly what the reality shows, that overwhelmingly, in fact, virtually entirely, all the infliction of death and destruction is on the Palestinian side. There were, for the period they covered, during the demonstrations, there were no fatalities during the demonstrations, and 4 Israeli soldiers were lightly injured. These are massacres. They're not conflicts, they're not engagements, they're just outright massacres of overwhelmingly unarmed, nonviolent demonstrators.